Guys, it's so cool. So 1.17 just came out, adding a bunch of new ores and blocks, and guess what? My custom crafter still works. You can grab the custom crafter like so, place it down. So let's just put in the recipe. We're going to make a diamond excavator and whoa! Pause. This is Minecraft, but I updated all of my data packs. That's right. Pretty much all of my data packs have been updated to 1.17. You can see we have advancements for all of them showing up in Minecraft version 1.17. And real quick, look at this graph. I believe it says that only 11.2% of you guys watching the video are subscribed. So do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe button. We're getting so close to 10K subs, and it would be amazing if we could get there. Now, on to the rest of the video. And of course, you can download all of these data packs on my website. Go to the data packs page of the site to download them. And yeah, that's linked in the video's description, so do that. And if you're curious what data packs I ended up updating to 117, I have quite the list. So let's go over that now. More bows, bubble chests, camp trader, crazy swords, diamond swords, dyeable shulkers, hammer with loot tables and without loot tables, the machines data pack, magical rings, more apples, more axes, more boots, more crossbows, more diamonds, more helmets, more pearls, more pickaxes, more shovels, more totems, random items, more swords, and villager names. And of course, also the library and the resource pack. In total, I updated 24 data packs, with more redstone not being updated yet because I ran into some issues with it. While there were a lot of minor fixes and changes in this, such as making sure that all of like the swords and stuff would work on the new 1.17 mobs, or that all of the tools would work on the new blocks like stones, the new stones and ores and everything. The machines data pack got by far the biggest changes, and so let's actually look at those changes that were made. Okay, for starters, the crusher now works on the new deep slate versions of every ore in the game. And for the iron and gold, they will now drop 3 chunks instead of 2. This is because iron ore can now be fortune 3'd to get about an average of 2.5. And of course, the point of having like the crusher is that it's supposed to be better than fortune 3 because you need a whole setup for it and stuff like that. And of course, it was also made to work on copper, and that drops, I believe, 5 copper chunks because copper drops more than, oh yeah, okay, so it drops 6. And then for these final 4 blocks, I changed the method that I used for actually turning them into blocks. This is now an item frame instead of an armor stand. It used to be an invisible armor stand. Now it's an item frame. For the placer, no differences except for like a tiny bug fix. For the breaker, however, we place it on top of a dispenser, and it can now use hose. So if we, yeah, here we go. It can now use hose to break blocks like a leaf block, or you can see leaf block. Looks like I might have found a bug, but it also can now mine every mineable block. And yeah, that was made possible actually by Mojang, which is funny. They added a cool new tag of Minecraft mineable. And so I'm using these lists instead of, I used to actually have to manually write it by hand of every type of block in the game that the thing should be able to mine. And as you can imagine, that was a pretty long list. And yeah, updating the block breaker took me a really long time. So yeah, that was a lot of effort. Speaking of effort, if you want to support the effort I'm putting into these data packs, there are, 23 of them that are publicly available for 1.17 that I updated within 3 days of the update coming out. So if you want to support the effort that I am doing, I have a Patreon. So click the iCard in the top right. That will let you donate to me if you are financially capable of doing so, and you get some Patreon perks that are pretty valuable, such as a couple exclusive data packs and sneak peeks, early releases, stuff like that. Okay, on to the final 2 blocks. We have the saturator and the washer. These used to need to be placed on top of a cauldron. And so you'd place the cauldron down, you'd click on top of it to place it down. Now you can just place it as a block, and it will do everything appropriately. And so I figured this was a lot better than the previous method, and so that's what we're doing. And yeah, the saturator got completely broken by 117, so it should work now. And functionally, they are exactly the same. So saturator would saturate this into clay, and then the washer could still crush down the ores just like it used to. So no functional difference, just it's now a block. Anyway, those were the changes that were made in the 1.17 versions. I had to do a lot of other work, such as updating literally every single advancement of every data pack, and there's over 500 of them. Luckily, there were some tools that helped me convert them, but it still took a while. So if you, again, want to support my work, feel free to donate to me on Patreon, or simply just hitting that subscribe button, leaving a like on the video. That helps a lot too. So do that if you can, and anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Thanks for watching.